Hi, caller. Please start with your comments. You have 3 minutes. Hi, caller. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Please start with your comments. You have 3 minutes.
Sure. Good afternoon now, Board of Supervisors, county staff, all the friends out there. This is Nikki. In particular, shout out to all the folks who participated in our Community Care First report in partnership with the California Pan-Ethnic Health Network. Shout out to those folks for doing that work across the state, really looking at what priorities are communities who are most in need, who are really slipping through the cracks of conventional county services, who are really slipping through the cracks even of community-based services, and how do we, and ending up in jail and on our streets, and how are we, firstly, listening to them, and it was a great exercise in that, and I advise everyone to look over the report carefully, but secondly, what are their ideas and policy solutions around what they really need, how money should be spent, and what would make a difference and an impact in their lives so that they wouldn't be falling through these cracks. They're actually talking about how to fill the cracks, right? How to fill the gaps, something that the county, really just nibbles at the edges of instead of going full force to address a problem to scale. I think y'all know that. I know y'all do a lot of work on a lot of issues, and obviously no one is saying you don't. This is a billion-dollar budget, but how is the money trickling down to people, and how is it prioritized in such a way that people who really need it are getting what they need? I think you already heard these numbers, but I'm going to share again because they're staggering. 10 times more general fund dollars on the sheriff than mental health. $12 per person on public health versus $201 per person on the sheriff. 70%. We've been telling y'all this for years, but 70% of our general fund goes to the criminal legal system, while only 5% is on health services. So where does that leave our folks? It leaves them unhoused and unhealthy out on the street. In fact, experiencing early death on a regular basis. And it's a crisis, and we need you all to act like it. We have reserves for a rainy day. We have all this money going in all these directions to try to address a problem after the fact. So much money on policing, jails, probation to address a problem after the fact. When we could be really investing in the community where we need it at early ages. Care from your whole lifespan. Can you imagine if people just had child care, had the health care they need, had the disability services that they needed, and had elder and aging care without it ruining them financially? Can you imagine what our communities would look like instead? And y'all have choices about this. It's literally the choices you're making today. And when you continue to make these same status quo deference to increasing law enforcement budgets, to increasing our criminal legal system, instead of increasing in significant transformative ways the real care people need, you're making that choice. And we have no option but to interact with y'all as if that's the choice you're making, as if you are continuing to make the choice that leaves our people falling through the cracks.
Nikki, I need to ask you to conclude, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. That leaves our people dying early. Y'all are making the choice. Okay. It leaves our people in contact with violent law enforcement. Y'all are making the choice, okay? And so just carry that with you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Nikki. Okay. All right. Thank you, caller.
That's it.